Bustling Philadelphia on I-95, a gorgeous night for basketball. Welcome to the city of brotherly love. The week is starting off right. Monday night, and 2K Sports presents the NBA. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, and we'll be hearing from D.A. along the sideline all game long. D.A., it's all yours.
Well, Rudy Gobert is still awaiting his first All-Star appearance. His snub in 2019 raised eyebrows. The reigning Defensive Player of the Year averaged a career-high 15 points a game on a league-best 65% shooting from the field. And he missed a $1 million contract bonus due to that snub. Kevin, it's easy to see why he was emotional about it.
Yeah, D.A., very understandable. Thank you. A couple injuries for them. Their rotation perhaps shortened and more minutes now to go around.
And with Mike Conley, 2 injuries, one of their stars out, but it's all about how you respond to the adversity.
I'm checking out Utah's opening lineup. Mitchell and Bogdanovich, they're the wings. Green plays the 4 with Gobert at center. And it's Exum in at the 1 spot. And for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Then it's Josh Richardson. Then it's Simmons. And coming into this season, questions about whether the Sixers could retain their star players. Well, Greg, they shuffled the decks, but they still have great talent.
Swapping in Al Horford for Jimmy Butler, Josh Richardson for J.J. Redick. The Sixers still in the mix to come out of the East.
And so here we go, the 76ers to start it. To the middle, here's Harris. The shot off that time. Gobert with the defensive effort. In transition, here come the Jazz. Mitchell wide open. And the 3 off target. Richardson against Bogdanovich. Richardson, good.
Beautiful choice by Richardson. The floater, a must-have if you're a guard in the NBA.
Exum with it. 8 points his last outing. Mitchell looking it over. Pass to Gobert. Clock at 6. Exum with a wide open look. Second chance shot. Green breaking loose. Nice shot by Gobert.
Rudy wanted it more than anyone else. He's going to be around for a long time. Look forward to watching him.
It's stolen by Green. Embiid with the steal. Here's Harris. Got it from 16 feet.
And this team looking to get him the ball and get him in rhythm quickly.
Because he's someone that you lean on at the offensive end. Establish him early.
Now here's Exum. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Down low, and the rejection by Embiid. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. Rebounded by the Jazz. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
It looked like there were communication breakdowns all night. Deadly, especially when you're on the road.
Here's Mitchell. And that comes off the assist by Exum.
An evolving part of Mitchell's game, the ability to simply catch and knock it down.
Philadelphia moving the ball around. It's stolen by Gobert. Exum finds Gobert. Poked away.
You want your bigs playing big. Rips it down in traffic.
Richardson gets a wide open look. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Richardson's got his second basket of the game. Jazz trail by 3. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Here's Gobert. And Embiid with the block. And they get it back.
How about the balance and body control? Simmons able to send that one packing.
Embiid trying to break loose. Simmons lays it up off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scorers.
Here's Mitchell. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And the Utah Jazz, not exactly a magnet for big-name free agents, Greg, but for their young star, Donovan Mitchell, it has been a perfect fit.
You know, they needed a scorer. He's played big minutes from day one and really thrived in that role.
First free throw is good. Looking at the season so far, Steve, feels like every perimeter player is working on that step-back three. What's making that shot so popular?
You know, I think, Kevin, now in this stage, there's no hand checking, so you already have spacing. And now to be able to step back and knock down a three, it creates more. Back in the day with hand checking, it would have been hard to step back with an arm grabbing you and holding you. So I think guys are, you know, somewhat playing by the rules and using their rules to their advantage.
Great explanation.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Exum deciding where to go with it. They double him with Simmons. The pass to Mitchell. Back to Gobert. 5 to shoot. Here's Exum. The Jazz with another miss.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
And that one is off. The Jazz go the other way with it. Last time they met was in Utah.
And it was pretty much a cakewalk for them the last time these two squared off and had a clear advantage on the backboard.
They generated second chance opportunities on one end, preventing them on the other end. That was the story of the game.
And Smitty, as tough as they are on D, the Jazz have been middle of the pack offensively. How do they improve there?
You know, GA, they can be a top 10 offense. The two things that have held them back are turnovers and poor free throw shooting.
Jazz trail by 4. Mitchell left side. Dishes to Gobert. Good D by Embiid.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
It's stolen by Gobert. Bogdanovich passes to Exum. Mitchell outside. Over Simmons. And it's Mitchell missing. The 76ers leading by 4. Pulls up on the wing. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. Bogdanovich with it. And it's Richardson picking him up. And Bogdanovich kicks to Exum. Back to Bogdanovich. 4 on the clock. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Mitchell's shot is good.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
It's stolen by Gobert. Now here's Exum. Guarded by Simmons. Exum's shot is off.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Utah has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Pass to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
A tall guard who can see over the defense. Exum with no trouble locating the open teammate.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. Well, they call Rudy Gobert the Stifle Tower, probably the game's most dominant rim protector.
And in today's game, that's not enough. You also have to come out of the paint and defend smaller players in switches. He straddles those two needs better than anyone in the league.
Ed Davis is checked in for Utah.
They may not get the spotlight, but the Utah Jazz are one of the best run teams in the NBA. They're run as a legacy trust. That means every dime of profit goes back into the team.
And the Jazz making a change here. Moutier is checked in. Steve, you were talking about the reinvestment for the Jazz. An upgraded arena, new practice facility.
Necessary moves, you know this, to stay competitive. The Jazz fans love their team, and they're showing that commitment in return.
Now here's Gobert. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Raptors in Toronto.
He was a shot-blocking nightmare out there. 4 blocks on the game and some alter shots as well.
Philadelphia with the ball, following the miss by Emmanuel Moutier from deep.
This is who you want leading that play, a sure passer with great awareness.
Well, it was the 76ers, their last game, a loss to Indiana. Mitchell outside. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul. Al Horford is checked in for Richardson. Royce O'Neal's checked in for the Jazz. Here's Moutier. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Feeds it to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Doesn't have to jump much because of his length. It is unmatchable. Rudy Gobert.
Horford gets the bucket. And the 76ers lead by 3.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
And here's Moutier. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
He was too aggressive. That's already his second foul. We haven't even gotten out of the first quarter.
A different look for Utah. George Niang, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. And Williams Goss subbed in for Mitchell. Here's Moutier. With some arc. Here's Williams Goss. And it's blocked by Simmons. And here we go. Completely new group here for Philadelphia. Then for the Jazz, Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Royce O'Neal. Mitchell comes in for Moutier, and it's Exum in for Williams Goss. Whoa!
Goodness. Beautiful. Woo. Beautiful. I got a feeling Donovan Mitchell will be watching this highlight over and over and over.
Taking a look at the Jazz. Mitchell and Bogdanovich. They're the wings. And there's Davis. Then it's Exum. And it's Niang in at the power forward. And then Mitchell at the dunk.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. The shot's good from O'Quinn.
That's just staying in the moment, keeping with the current possession.
And it's Exum with the ball who will bring it up for the Jazz. It's a 3-point game. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
You've got to trust your receiver to go get that pass. Did you see Donovan Mitchell catch and finish in the same motion?
Bogdanovich against Harris. Knocked away. Exum finds Davis and finished off by Davis.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
But the truth is, those type of plays are going to happen. You just have to regroup mentally and get back to work.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's covered closely, and it's denied. 76ers moving the ball around. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. From past the arc. But they'll get another chance. Another shot. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell. The 76ers have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. And a switcher also for Utah. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for George Niang. Here's Bogdanovich. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession. Mitchell outside. Passes it to Gobert. Just 5 to shoot. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Gobert's got the lead up to 1 now for Utah.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell. And Steve, some classic shoe brands making a return to the NBA with updated versions. Smitty, what was your sneaker of choice back in the day?
Kevin, that's funny. I started off with the pumps, the double pumps, and then I ended up with a shell toe low top. And then now you see all the youngsters now wearing low tops. They used to tell me back in the day, low tops were not good for your ankles. But I didn't really jump that high, so I was okay.
Exum kicks to Bogdanovich. And that comes off the assist by Exum.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Right wing, lets it go. Offensive rebound, Embiid. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. One of the standout performers recently. We have a chance now to recognize the Eastern Conference Player of the Week.
Well, it's not often you see someone be this impactful on the defensive end, but that's what makes him special. I mean, he's been doing all the little things that don't necessarily show up in the box score, but you can bet his coach and teammates know that he's been carrying the team with his D.
To the paint. Pass to Richardson. Here's Harris to the right side. From outside the arc. Got a piece of it. Here's Embiid. Gobert with the block.
The size and reach of Gobert making him a tremendous defensive anchor, protecting the paint.
The Jazz have gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. Exum dishes to Bogdanovich. Here's the floater. Here's Gobert. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
Timeout called the 76ers. And the 7-foot Frenchman, Rudy Gobert, former Defensive Player of the Year.
They call him the Stifle Tower. He's the anchor, the foundation of this team. He changes the complexion of the game when he occupies the paint.
And as we check out this year's contenders for the dunk contest, we get a look at some of the showmen, the best showmen in the NBA.
And with the names on that list, you know we're going to have a crazy competition this year.
You look at Mitchell, almost all the way up there in the top spot. I don't know if he'll make it to number 1, but you'd have to say he's going to be a part of the contest for sure.
It's looking that way, and the contest will be a lot better off having him in it. He always puts on a show.
And as always, we'll keep the updates coming in as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. One thing we already know, there are some great players pulling in votes so far.
Yeah, and I think it's safe to say that this is going to be one of those dunk contests that everybody's going to be tuning into.
So off the run, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. While there's a chance, let's show you the teams that have thrived on the fast break this season. The 76ers in second. In third, the Jazz.
And both squads extremely adept in transition. They like to get out and run, guys. And this is a battle of greyhound.
And so he hits both.
We are having a lot of success from the line here in the second quarter.
Exum passes to Mitchell. He kicks to Gobert. Jazz passing it around. Bogdanovich, no luck.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players, but they know that there's always talk during the season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency. Players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices. And some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Kevin?
Good point, David. Thank you. And he knocks down the first one.
You know, he stands 6'3", but Donovan Mitchell's 6'11" wingspan more than compensates. He has the tools to be an elite two-way player.
So he picks up just one from the line that time. And look at the physical profile for Mitchell, a world-class athlete.
And it's his aggressiveness for me that puts him over the top. Doesn't shrink from the big moments. He embraces that spotlight.
And the pass to Gobert. Mitchell outside.
And that foul, and we're not even at half.
Substitution.
1 second left. Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for the Utah Jazz. What a quarter that saw them generate a great comeback effort and are now out in front with momentum behind them. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Jay, it is amazing how quickly you have adjusted to the speed of the NBA. Is Rookie of the Year something that's already crossed your mind?
Yeah. Hey, I'm still trying to grasp the playbook, man, you know? Yeah, I've hit some shots. I've made some plays. But as soon as I start worrying about the wars that get handed out in the summer, that's when I'm letting my team down by not focusing on the task at hand.
Yeah, staying in the moment is key. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime. Ball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to. So both teams changing it up here. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Ready by Bogdanovich.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
In the backcourt, Simmons and Richardson. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Cans it from downtown. 18 points for him.
Give Josh credit, taking the challenge offensively, discipline, and that's a beautiful pass.
Exum finds Green. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. 6 to shoot. Here's Exum. Green breaking loose. And it's blocked by Simmons. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. 20 points for him.
A heads up on the money pass from Richardson, showing us his all-around game.
Pass to Gobert. Outside, Bogdanovich. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 9 rebounds now tonight. So it's Richardson with the jam.
Pushes it quickly, and he gets something before the defense can set up. Richardson's a good finisher in transition.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Mitchell is doubled. Here's Exum. Another miss by Utah.
His inability to make shots has not brought this team down. That shows you their resourcefulness.
Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
You like that he's still attacking, but the results tonight just haven't been there.
Green kicks to Mitchell. Makes that one fall. It's his 8th bucket in 15 shot attempts.
Well, when it comes to carrying an offense, few young players do it as well as Donovan Mitchell.
From deep, the long distance three is buried.
That's his second triple of the game. Hadn't hit any in the first half. Maybe they made an adjustment at the break.
Exum dishes to Bogdanovich. Mitchell outside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. An 18 draft, Smitty. Who do you think has the highest ceiling of that group?
Kevin, I love that question because it's not who's the best player who has the best talent.
Off the inbound pass, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
A lot of great young players in this league. Donovan Mitchell has the edge and hunger right now.
Simmons the bounce pass. Baseline try, and Davis pulls it down.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
And it's Harris off the drive. Lets it fly from 18. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's O'Neal. The basket good off the assist from Moutier. Moutier's got 3 assists now in this one. The 76ers trail by 18. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Simmons.
And something has really clicked for him at the free throw line. In the past 5 games, his percentage at the line is much better than it had been prior. Sometimes that's how it works. A switch flips, and all of a sudden, you're locked in.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Joel Embiid, and it's Scott in for Tobias Harris. Pass to Horford. It's deflected. Moutier against Simmons. Now Moutier, 9 points in the game so far. Here's Mitchell, and then Mitchell with the dunk.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
Especially considering it's on the road in front of a tough crowd. They've been able to block out the distractions. Trying to slice into this deficit every time up the floor. Terrific quarter for him.
Here's the Jazz with the ball. They're on a 12-3 run. Here's Moutier. He can't hit that time. Simmons with the defensive effort. Shoots. And again, it's Philadelphia.
They're still behind, but not because of his efforts. He's been unbelievable this quarter.
Jazz leading by 19. And Davis now top of the key. Here's Mitchell, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? Baseline J on the way. And again, it's Philadelphia.
Working in that mid-range area. The analytics may not love it, but that's a good look for him.
From the corner, the basket good off the assist from Moutier. Moutier's got 6 assists now in the game. And it goes down 2 points. 32 points in the game.
He has gotten into a terrific groove here, trying to wheel his team back into this.
Mitchell outside. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Horford's got his 4th rebound in this one. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Well, the players you see on this list know a little bit about putting points on the board. They're the shooting guards averaging the most points over the last 10 games. Donovan Mitchell, 3rd.
And night after night, we see this group punish opposing defenses. I mean, if you pick one way to deal with them, they'll beat you another way.
All teams are looking for offense from the 2-guard position. These guys provide offense. They are elite players who can carry the scoring load for their teams.
And Utah making a change here. Williams-Goss is checked in. Teardrop shot, and it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. Davis, the pass to O'Neal. Shot clock at 6. Davis controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Jazz lead by 19.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Steve, the number of timeouts and even fouls have dropped in recent years. Do you think that's brought a better flow to the game?
Yeah, I think so. I know we have so much stoppage in our game, especially when they go to the referee's review. If we could do something about that, but I love that they've dropped the number of timeouts to keep the flow of the game. That's what most fans want to see, just the flow of the game continue.
Exum, he's checked in for Williams-Goss. And it's Moutier with the ball. He brings it up for the Utah Jazz. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Inside. Davis finds Moutier. Oh, that's blocked. Rebound, Utah. O'Neal's got his 6th rebound on the night. Exum with it. Simmons is there. Jazz passing it around. Back to O'Neal. Lets it go with a 3. That one misses. And the 76ers go the other way with it. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington. They'll face the Wizards. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Here's Moutier, and that comes off the assist by Exum. Exum's got his 6th assist on the night.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
An uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
And passes like that demonstrate the winning mindset Simmons has, a guy that wants to get his team involved.
Moutier pass to Niang. Knocks it loose. Exum kicks to O'Neal. And that one drops. And the Jazz lead by 16.
A natural point guard at 6'6". The playmaking of Exum will only get better with time.
Here's Moutier. Simmons with the defensive effort.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
And so it's the Utah Jazz in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. Back right after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And Utah looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Green is out there with Davis. Then it's Exum. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovic. And it's Moutier in at the shooting guard. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. Jeff Green picks one up.
There's a built-in respect for coaches who played in the NBA. The Jazz, Quinn Snyder, never made it that far. But as a point guard, he helped Duke make 3 Final Four appearances.
And that one falls for O'Quinn. Smitty Snyder, also an All-American in high school, 2-time Washington State Basketball Player of the Year in high school.
Led Mercer Island to a state title and then experienced coaching in college, the G League, and abroad. He's a lifer, and he's been around the game far and wide.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Corner shot, and the shot goes down. 43 points in the game.
I love how Simmons sets the floor. So good at spotting his teammates for a high percentage shot.
Utah leading by 13. Exum finds Davis. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Simmons against Moutier. 6 on the shot clock. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Emmanuel Moutier picks one up.
Shooting for Philadelphia, number 35. At the line for 2.
First one falls for him. Richardson, he's checked in for the 76ers. He's perfect from the line this time.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Now, here's Exum. Pass to Bogdanovic. Green up on top. Back to Bogdanovic. Just 5 on the clock. Fires from the wing. No good on the shot. Good work defensively by Richardson. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
You talk about a guy who's added some strength over the years. Look at the hit Josh took, and he was still able to convert.
Now, here's Exum. Guarded by Simmons. Bogdanovic against Richardson. Bogdanovic passes to Green. Here's Moutier. The Jazz with another miss.
He's been of no help stretching the floor tonight. Just 1 3 in the first half. Nothing in the second.
Utah leading by 9. To the inside. Davis, count it.
I love Bogdanovic's ability to put the team first. When he sees one of his guys open, he's a willing ball mover.
And Davis pulls it down. And so it's Exum with it. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. That's good from Moutier on the assist by Exum. Exum's got assist number 8 here in this one already. The 76ers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the Utah Jazz. On Wednesday, they'll be facing off against DeMarcus Cousins and the Los Angeles Lakers. Then on Saturday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Memphis Grizzlies.
And for that matchup with the Thunder, this is a game that they are expected to win. But sometimes those are the kind of games where you get a little bit sloppy and start looking ahead. Either way, they'll need to put in tremendous effort to walk away with the victory.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Embiid, he's checked in for Horford. And Tobias Harris subbed in for Kyle O'Quinn. Utah leading by 11. Here's Exum. Kicks it to Bogdanovich. That's tipped. Oh, and here we go with Simmons. Nobody back.
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he sees it.
The Jazz shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Exum dishes to Green. And the rejection by Embiid. And now the 76ers on the break. And the shot is good. The Utah lead has been cut to just 7 points in the basket from Simmons.
And love watching Simmons run the floor, just eating up so much space in so little time.
And the Jazz call time here. And after he missed the first 2 seasons of his career, Greg, with a broken bone in his foot, would injuries be your main concern for Joel Embiid?
Look, no doubt about it. As long as he's healthy, he's an all-league performer. Still, 7-footers carry a lot of weight in our league. He wants to prove he can play big minutes. They just got to make sure they protect him.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Rudy Gobert comes in for Ed Davis. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Moutier. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Quinn Snyder's huddle. He loves the aggressiveness on D. He said we're doing a great job of challenging everything they're trying to do. Stay active, talk to each other, don't let up. Kevin?
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. Utah leading by 6. Exum with it. He kicks it to Green. Mitchell outside. Mitchell is double. Now the pass to Gobert. 5 on the clock. Now here's Exum. Nice defense on him. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And the 76ers with possession. They're on a 16-6 run. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Yes, that goes in.
Man, that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
And I love the play call. This is where you get the ball into the hands of your closers where they can do something with it.
The drive by Mitchell. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Embiid.
Yes, so explosive. More often than not, Mitchell will beat you to the spot.
Free throw drops for Mitchell.
He was a part of that terrific draft class in 2017. Donovan Mitchell was somewhat unheralded, but may turn out to be the best of the bunch.
And Mitchell drops them both.
And his work at the free throw line has been terrific tonight, making the most of his chances.
Pulls up from the corner. Exum pulls it in.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Trying to find Green. He's got it now.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
That's just his first turnover of the night. What a steady, efficient game he's played thus far.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
And here's Exum. On the wing, Mitchell. Mitchell is double. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Harris. Richardson with it. Now Green defending. The shot's good.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Exum kicks to Mitchell. Gobert double teamed. Bogdanovich against Richardson. To the paint. Shot clock at 6. Count that bucket. Mitchell's got 41.
Great job getting it to go after he takes the hit. Mitchell plays with a force every night.
Quick shot there, and it's off target.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Exum finds Green. Back to Exum. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. And now a 10-point Jazz lead. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And that one drops for him.
Trying to slice into this deficit every time up the floor. Terrific quarter for him.
He dishes it to Mitchell. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Embiid.
I mean, a tough matchup. Donovan Mitchell is too explosive, too strong, and he's only going to get better.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. He hits the second from the line. The 76ers trail by 9. That shot is off. A D by Bogdanovich. Pass to Exum. The dish now to Bogdanovich. Back to Exum. Outside Bogdanovich. Off target from 3-point range.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
From deep 3-point range. Offensive rebound. Harris can't get it to fall.
Great defensive effort. Just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Now, here's Exum, guarded by Harris. Here's Mitchell. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Staying with it, and Gobert with the high-flying tip dunk.
Goes up on the wing. Here's Embiid. Rebounded by the Jazz. Now, Exum. Passes it to Gobert. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game. The 76ers making a switch here. Scott's checked in.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
Well, point guard out of Australia, Dante Exum, is a rare physical specimen. Reason why he has great length at that point guard position. Great size.
He's able to hit the second one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. From deep. Misses.
And Green's defense, very important to this team's success. The way he gets up in the face of whoever he's guarding, it becomes infectious to the rest of his guys.
And so it's Utah who scraped by with a win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group.
And that about wraps it up. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific TK Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Ready to do this? Oh, professional.
Welcome back to Hank and the Hornet live on 98.9 The Flex, and we're joined right now by a very special guest, Che.
Welcome to the show, buddy.
Hey, thanks for having me, guys.
So it looks like congratulations are in order as you've just nabbed your very first Rookie of the Month honors. Big congrats, Che.
Thanks, Hank. Appreciate that.
How does it feel, buddy?
You know, it's nice to get some recognition, but individual awards are secondary to team success.
Come on, bro. You know you love it.
Nah, man, I'm being honest with y'all. Look, we still got a lot of work to do, all right? So I can't be satisfied just yet. Not even close, man.
Wow, that is a totally reasonable response, Che. Look, don't let this sentient lawnmower get you down. He makes a lot of noise, but not too much sense, okay?
Guilty as charged.
Yeah. We know you're a busy guy, Che, so we're going to let you go, but congrats again on Rookie of the Month, and thanks again for joining us.
Hey, anytime, guys.
You're listening to Hank and the Hornet on 98.9 The Flex, back after this quick commercial break.
You're top 3 in All-Star voting at your position, but you're not the top guy yet. What's it going to take to grab that spot?
I'm not worried about that, Ben.
You don't want to finish first at your position?
I don't think about that. Not at all, man. Not even a little bit. I'm just trying to compete and win us some games. That's it.
Congrats on your first Player of the Month, Che.
My man Ted, I appreciate that, brother.
What do you think's been the key to your hot streak?
I'm not too big on these individual awards. To me, we played really well as a team this month, so that's what this is about. If we weren't winning games, I wouldn't be getting this award. So, shouts out to my guys. I know he'll be high. Maybe not. Maybe like 40. Somewhere out straight.
Here he comes. Hey, Che.
Hey, what's up?
What's up? I want to bring Josh over here. He's got something to talk to you about the Top Takes Daily interview.
Okay.
You remember Josh from Beats?
Yeah, Josh, what's up?
Great to see you again, Che. Great game tonight.
I appreciate that, Josh.
So Josh has a couple things he wants to go over with you that you could sprinkle into the interview.
Okay.
Well, obviously, only mention this stuff if it comes up organically. We want you to feel comfortable out
That's
there.
right. There's no benefit from forced plugs.
Of course.
So let's keep the pressure low. Any mention with beats is a plus. We'd be happy with a simple plug. But if you're feeling up to it, you can throw in some stuff about our tech, too.
Okay, like what?
Right off the top, the noise cancellation feature. We call it Pure Adaptive Noise Canceling, Pure ANC for short. But if you just said noise cancellation, that'd be great. You don't have to live neck deep in the weeds on this one.
Okay, Pure ANC, I got that.
Nice, and I'll have a cheat sheet up there before the interview.
All right, Levi.
And we've also got something else called Fast Fuel, where you get a 3-hour charge in around 10 minutes, but the main plug is noise cancellation. That's what we really love you to hit out there.
Noise cancellation, I got it.
Awesome, great, thanks, Josh.
So if anything comes up, questions, whatever, just tell Levi and he'll let me know.
Absolutely.
All right, let's do it.
We know we'll be a rock solid partner, Che.
All right, brother.
Thanks tonight.
All right, sounds good. Get it, Beats? Sounds good?
No, bro. That wasn't good.
Well, it is a special day here today at Top Takes Daily as we are joined live in studio with one of the NBA's brightest new stars, Che. Welcome to the show, Che.
Hey, how's it going? Thanks for having me, Diane.
Of course. Now, you've had to overcome a lot on your path up to the league. We all know about the doubt you faced coming in as a 4-year college player. So with that, my first question for you is, how does it feel to silence the haters?
Haters? I can't even hear them, Diane.
So are you one of those guys who doesn't do social media? We're seeing a lot of that trending recently.
No, it's my beats. They have noise canceling technology. Matter of fact, I can't even hear what you're saying, Diane. What'd you say?
Oh, now that is a first.
Well, I can't hear you, Diane. What'd you say?
Do you think we can continue with the interview?
Oh, yeah, of course. I got you. Beats.
So now that you've established that you belong in the league, what's next for you? What are your goals?
You know, I really don't want to put a limit on it. I think if I continue to work hard, anything's possible. So yeah, maybe that's a goal of mine. Just keep working hard.
Is MVP within reach?
I will say this. If you don't set a high standard for yourself, what's the point? And I'd rather fail at getting to the top than succeed at being mediocre, you know?
Absolutely. So before we wrap things up, one last question for you. We all seem to know a lot about Che the athlete, but what's something we don't know about Che the person?
Ah, that's a good question, Diane. I'm gonna say a lot of people see me on the court and think I'm flashy or whatever, but really, I'm just a relaxed dude. I mean, you can ask my teammates. I mean, you know, a lot of us get together and try to do some competitive stuff like play 2K, but you know what? I like going to the movies once a week and just chill.
Got any recommendations for us?
Oh, Roma on Netflix. Have you watched that film?
I actually have. You like Roma?
Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? I cried a couple times watching it. I mean, I didn't cry a couple times watching it, but it's a great film.
I must admit, I didn't expect that coming from you.
Multitude, Diane. Levels.
Seems like it.
Yeah. Watch Roma if you haven't watched it, guys.
Unfortunately, that is all the time we have today in studio with Che. Che, thank you so much for coming.
Hey, thanks for having me.
This is Diane Stone, and you have been watching Top Takes Daily.